Hey, my name is Eli, and today we'll be checking out the Endless Bass plugin by Calderone Audio, which is the signature bass suite of bassist Toby Peterson. If you don't already know, Toby is an incredible modern bassist, well known for his band The Omnific, amongst others. I've looked up to him for a long time for his amazing playing and his tone, so it's really cool to check this out. Okay, so I'll start off by booting up the plugin in my Ableton session. Straight away, the default tone already sounds awesome, but I'm going to make my own tone as we go through the plugin. As we can see here in the amp section, we have a lot of control over our tone with separate mixing tools for our sub, DI, and amp bus. We've also got a 6-band EQ catering perfectly for bass-specific frequencies. I am going to boost my sub a bit and compress it a bit more, make it a bit more of a sausage, bring down my DI, up my amp bus a little, and back off the drive. I really like the inclusion of the sub compressor. It just allows us to have a super consistent and thick low end. We also have this small control called Hype, which is Toby's signature EQ curve to add a focus on clarity for solo bass music. So I'm going to up that a bit. I really like that bit of clarity it adds. The high end, it's sick. I'm going to give that a little bit more. Moving on to the mix section. We have 3 separate amps that can each be mixed to suit our tone. We can also change which of these amps we want to use. So for instance, we can have 2 of the modern amp mixed with the rock amp. So like this, we've got our focus to modern. I'm going to solo that and cycle through. Do actually quite like that focus amp and the modern amp, so I'm going to back off the rock amp a little. Another thing that's really good to note is that when we change our volumes in here or in here, they'll affect each other. So if I bring my DI all the way down, it's all the way down in here, which is super handy. I'm going to bring that up a bit so we can hear some of that. Having that in there just kind of brings back some of that clarity. In the pre section, we've got 3 pedals, a compressor, fuzz, and chorus. I am a big fan of this chorus so far. It sounds really nice. I'm going to turn that on and up the depth and the feedback a bit. I like my rate down low. We'll blend it up a bit more. That's really nice. We've got a compressor, which is super handy for somebody like me who plays really inconsistently sometimes. So it's going to really help me to even out my playing. I've got that on. I'm going to compress that a decent amount more. I like a quick attack and a slower release. How much that squashes it, and then we lose some of that gain, but I'm going to bring that back a bit, even things out a little, and we've got a fuzz. I want to make this full on. We're going to dime it completely. is full on. I really like that. I like using a fuzz in a live setting on breakdowns because I feel like it gives so much more intensity, which I'm a big fan of, especially for modern metalcore music. We've also got some routing options, which is perfect for seriously dial in our tone. I'm going to put this just on the amp bus, and I'm going to back it off a bit just so we get that little bit of extra kick in our tone. Hear that ringing out there. Yeah, I like that. That's dope. Finally, we've got a post section, which is an 1176 style compressor, and we've also got a really nice reverb. Let's have a look at this compressor again. I'm going to compress that a little bit more. I like a fast attack, a slower release, just to really even things out. My meter says it's a little bit quiet, so we could probably give that a little bit more. This guy, let's put on a whole reverb. I love to use a reverb for super ambient sections. We've got a bit more control in here. Oh, that's super sick for more ambient sounds. Hell yeah, that's really cool. I want to suss some of these artist presets. We've got Kian Hushman's Dingwall maxing. Let's hear that. Let's see what he's done with it. I like that we've got a separate little EQ up here as well. That's super handy. I think we have to plug in the Dingwall for this one. Alright, I've got my Dingwall NG3 here. This is tuned to drop F sharp. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is it's such a small detail, but for me, I love the tuner in this thing because I can tune super low. I can tune down to that F sharp. I used to have my bass tuned to drop E, and I can tune down that low with this, which I have struggled with almost every other tuner ever. I'm usually having to kind of guess it or tune my 7th fret to a B, etc. So being able to tune that low is absolutely awesome. And as I said, I can pick that up. I can bring that all the way down to E0, and it's tuning perfectly fine. Also, keep in mind, strings on this Dingwall are so dead, so bear with me. Let's get some fuzz in there just for a crazier tone, and I want a bit more drive to compensate for my dead strings and some more of that. Alright, let's have a look at some more. We've got Forrester Saville, J-Bass Punchy Pop, hell yeah, we'll whip out the J-Bass for that one. Alright, here I've got my Squier Deluxe Active Jazz Bass 5. This is one of my favorite jazz basses I've played. The Squier Deluxe series is awesome. And this is what this preset sounds like. Super dope, suits the bass so well, and I like the inclusion of that little hype knob that really just kind of gives it so much character. Love that. Sounds so sick. This plugin is absolutely awesome. I've had so much fun messing around with it and just getting the best tones possible no matter what I do. I would highly recommend going and getting this. It is absolutely going to be on probably everything I work on going forward for a long time. Here's a song I made using the plugin. Every tone is made using basically just the plugin and a couple stock Ableton plugins. So that's the plugin. I'm a really big fan. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.